Hello everyone and welcome again to another lesson 12 of the CSS playlist. In our previous lesson we looked at the concept of the CSS text properties, and in this lesson we want to look at the CSS links, and in particular we look at the link states. So what are CSS links? The links are basically the hyperlinks that can be clicked and you can be able to navigate from one page to another, or from one section of the page to another section of the same page. Links can be styled differently depending on what state they are in. And the link states include the following. We have a link, and this is a normal link which is not visited yet. Then we have the visited state, and in this state it is a link which the user has already visited. A hover state is where the link where when the user moves the mouse over it, and then we have the active state is where the moment the user clicks on that particular link. So with those states you can then set the color or the text decoration or the background color for the different link states. And to achieve that, all you have to do is to use this particular syntax right here. So you're going to select the link, and then you put the colon, and then you attach the state, and the state can be one of these four states. And then after that you're going to specify the CSS styles that will be applied when the link is in this state. So without further ado, let's get started and see how we can demonstrate this concept in our code. Now I'm going to turn over to the Visual Studio, and within the body I'm going to add some hyperlinks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an ordered list of some hyperlinks, and then here I'm going to add an anchor tag, and here I'm going to say about us. So this is the first link text, and then I'm going to specify the href as hash for now, since we are not linking to any file. And then I'm going to copy this list item and duplicate it 3 times so that I can have 3 links. Then I'm going to change this link text to services, and then this other one to products. And now when I save these changes and come back to our page right here, you're going to see that we have these 3 links which have been added. By default, if you have not added any styling, you can see that the link are in purple text and they are being numbered or bulleted using this default unordered list bulleting. But now what I'm going to do is to remove that by default, and I'm coming back to the CSS here, and now I want to go back to this CSS and I want to select the ordered list, and then I'm going to say list style type, and I say none, so that I do not have this bulleting. And now I'm going to style these list elements, I mean these links, based on the link state. So you can see for now the color of the link is purple. When I put my mouse over it, it is still purple. When I click on it, you can see it changes to red before you can navigate. But now I'm going to change this default behavior and add my own styles, and to do that I'm going to come again in my CSS file, and I'm going to say specify the link, and then I specify the state. So I'm going to say a normal link which is not visited should have color of blue. Okay, so when I save, and you're going to see that now the color changes to blue. And then I'm also going to say a anchor tag for any link which is visited. It should have color of maybe let's say aquamarine. And then for any link a, which other state do we have here? So we can select active link. So we can say active link. Let's make the color, let's make it green when it is active. And now I've specified the values for the 3 states. Now when on the normal link the color will be blue, and when I click on it, it changes to green. See that? When it's active, the color changes to green. And then now you can also specify and say when the mouse is put over that link, maybe you want to highlight it with a different color. So you can say A, and then mouse hover. Let's make color to be red so that you can see it clearly. And now when I move my mouse over that link, the color changes to red. So with these link states, you can be able to apply different styling to the links depending on the different link states. So with that said, that's all about this particular content. I want to pause this content here and then see you in the next lesson, where we look at the concept of CSS styling of tables. Otherwise, thank you for joining this lesson, and see you in our next content.